What's the vibes, man? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening, whenever this video may find you. I'm Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy One, the number one. Sub to my YouTube channel, Blunt Money Bets. That's the channel you're watching right here. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know what you are on. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you sub up, turn your notification bells on, all that good stuff. Greatly appreciate that. Recap of yesterday. No bueno, lost 3.5 units, and I was heartbroken. If you happen to pop on the damn if you popped on the damn, I'm just putting this shit in the court. Well, first off, follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy One, the number one. Sub to my YouTube channel, Blunt Money Best. That's his channel you're watching right here. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know what you are on. Greatly appreciate that. And most importantly, if you want all the plays, sub to the Cap Collective Discord. Link is in the description of the video in the bio of my Twitter page. Now, again, last night was one of them nights. First off, the straights. Normally I pride myself in getting right with the straights. Did not do the best with the straights, but the straights pretty much broke even. I came on here. I gave y'all my unit bet that hit. Should have just went Alicia, laddered her all the way up. Didn't do it, but that hit. But I was also on Courtney PRA, Angel, basically for a unit between her points, 10 points and rebounds. I couldn't decide, so I just split the unit. But also Sophie hit. I was 1-on-1 on my live bet. So I basically just lost juice on my straight bets. I lost juice on my straight bets. Alicia Gray didn't get any rebounds in the second half. And I gave out the links live in the first half. One was sweat free. One got done dirty. But the Blunt Money bets, man. Gabby Williams hooked us on the Blunt Money bet with points. She didn't play much in the second half for some strange reason. Jonquil Jones hooked us on rebounds. She got in foul trouble. Didn't play as much down the stretch as she was supposed to. I had another one with Angel Reese, 4 assists, Fee 4 assists, Kayla McBride, Rachel Banham, 3 threes apiece. Angel got 3 assists. Rachel Banham had 2 threes, so that's a double hook there. Kelsey Plum killed the 5-day challenge by not really shooting. She didn't really have to, I guess, but she killed that by not shooting. And I also had a beautiful 3-legger that Courtney Williams smoked by not getting rebounds. And last but not least, Free Lee Yaru, man. Free Lee Yaru. I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. Her double-double, it's not that it should have been easy, but she finished with like 8 and 11, played 24 minutes, got 5 shots, and 2 of those was from 3. And then out of the other 3 shots she got, 1 was a putback. So she got all her, like she was not no focus at offense at all. And she still managed to get 8 points. Didn't get no minutes at all. Thank God she hit both her threes, and we still got hooked on that. So it was just a nasty night. Coaching terrorism gonna get us every night in the W. It just is what it is. Generally, we just better good enough to overcome the damn coaching terrorism, but that's what's gonna happen every night in the W. Just annoying when getting hooked and the coaching terrorism is nasty. But today's short, small slate. I already started tomorrow's slate. I already got to play for tomorrow that I'll leave you guys with. But small slate today. I kind of gave you guys an idea where I was looking. I didn't play the Sun yet, but I expect them to win today. They probably cover on, but the Dream coming in a back-to-back game. Cuz what up? Dream in a back-to-back game. They've had their starters in. I was on playback last night, like, yo, why they got their starters in the last minute of the game? They down like 12 and they play tomorrow. Not like it's a long flight, but I found that very interesting. I doubt if Brittany Griner plays tonight. Maybe she will. It's not like she went too hard yesterday. Played like 24 minutes. So maybe she will play on a back-to-back. But I won't be surprised if one the players sit, maybe 2. And then you look at Phoenix, they're full. They are fully loaded, man. They finally got their full team together. They may have a couple, maybe Lexi or Lexi Held. She may be out still. But as far as the big guns, Kalia's in the lineup, AT's in the lineup, Satu's in the lineup, Sammy's in the lineup, Bonner's available now off the bench. She's been playing very well since she got there. So this is a full team. So I expect them to win tonight. It could be tough getting all those pieces together, but it's not like they didn't have a bunch of time to kind of gel and stuff at practice. This ain't new. All right. So yeah, this is amazing, man. I think it'll be a good game. I chose to play. Let me do this. I chose to play AT under her points. Kind of risky. Shouldn't be though. It's not like she's a score first player. But mostly because let me see if it's still available. It is. Okay, yeah. So AT under her on ESPN bet. Now you can go on DraftKings and take it for 0.75 units, whatever. But I took her under her 15.5 points plus the Phoenix money line plus 124 unit. The negative correlations probably would made it a plus 120, or the fact that her 15.5 is a minus 160. Again, I think this is a game where she can have 10, 12 assists. I also played her over 8.5 assists for half a unit. And that is not available anymore. It was a minus 140. That's not available anymore. And then another play that I gave out in the court is not available anymore. But this one is. Yeah, so long story short, I think this is a game where it could be a blowout. Could be a double-digit win, hence the spread of 7.5. Could be a game where AT doesn't play the last 5 minutes, 4 minutes of the game. So any game like that, you want to look toward the under on a not scoring first player. She has been playing very well. She's been playing very well this season. But again, with Bonner back, Kalia, Satu back, I don't expect all of them to play 30 minutes tonight. But when they're all in, they're going to be looking to shoot. Plus the dribble handoff, Sammy Howell, your three-point shooters. I just don't see there being a universe where AT needs to. Generally, AT is going to score when they leave her wide open. She's going to hit that one-handed mid-range. It's going to score from the free throw line because she's going to get fouled while she's going on a fast break and she's pushing people out the way and getting to the free throw line. Or she's just going to push you out the way and get a layup. Now, will that be in play today? Yes. It's not like she's not going to still get the rebound and go coast to coast. Not saying that. My thing is, if you watch them, she's like their clutch player. She's like their go-to player. I don't think that's the case now that you have Kalia Copper and Satu Sabli back, two clearly more offensively talented players than her. And when Satu was in, they was running offense through Satu. Kalia's back. They was running offense through Kalia last year. So I just don't think I would be very surprised if AT gets up 13 to 15 shots today. I just don't see it. I can see her getting 12 max, honestly. Now I can see her getting 12 assists. I also don't think she rebounds the ball today. She's been since let me check her stats out because what I'm about to say is just eye test. But yeah, since Bonner's been back, since Bonner's been on the team, and I think Bonner came their first game against Dallas, or maybe it was the Minnesota game. Yeah, it was the Minnesota game because they won by 8. She's got 8, 6, and 5 rebounds since Bonner's came. Oh my God. And in this Minnesota game, she took 24 shots. Like Alyssa Thomas, that might have been the most shots of her career. Generally, she's going to shoot about 10 to 13 shots. That's generally what she's going to take. So couldn't talk you off her assists. I don't like her rebounds. I think she can get as many as 12 assists tonight. A so Atlanta defense on a back-to-back. One of them bigs gonna have to get out there. Good luck on covering that dribble handoff. Good luck. Bree Jones out there, curtains. Bree Jones is not going to be able to get around and defend the shooters. And if so, AT is going to get a bunch of layups, and I don't think they're going to cede layups to AT. All right, so yeah, I like AT under her points, 15.5 for some is 13.5 on some books, 14.5 on others. I went with the highest possible that I could get, just because that's what you want to do, especially if you got a parlay piece that you love in the Phoenix Mercury money line. So under 15.5 points, Mercury money line plus 120 unit. I'll give out blunt money bets. That's the only play I can give you guys. I have 3 plays that I put in the cord. Now I do lean Alicia Gray. I would Ghost Rider. That would be my pivot. I would. I would. And I think that gives you room just in case she has I don't think this is the game where she gets 10 or 11 rebounds. Because Satu being back, if you look at their games played together, and I don't want to look at it right now. I should have already had it pulled up, but let's see. Satu stats this season with AG. So in the games with Melissa Thomas this season, now I got to take this with a grain of salt. Satu's averaged 7.7 rebounds and 19 points a game in 18 games. Now, again, I don't know. I don't think they played that many games together. Hold on. Yeah, that's much better. 13 games they played this season. That still seems like a bit much, but it's basically the same. 18 points, 7.5 rebounds, 2 assists. I also like Satu under assists. I'm not gonna get cute though. But I also like her under assists as well. And Kalia Copper rebounds, possibly under there, even though she rebounds, she's been rebounding and getting threes, shooting threes. But yeah, now if we look at Alyssa Thomas's stats this season with Satu, I'd be hard pressed to believe that Alyssa Thomas averages 8 rebounds. We'll see though. Satu Sabali. She averages 14 points a game, nine assists. I was about to say, damn, 9 rebounds, and she averages 7 rebounds. Okay. So interesting. That 14 and 7 is basically where her 21 and a half is right now. It is. But again, you have to add. Let's see if we can get this. Nah, they're not going to give you both. I was trying to search with Satu and Kalia Copper what her numbers is. But if she's averaging right on the nose of 21 and a half, tell Mon Dukes I said, what up, auntie? Tell Unsure I said, what up, cuz? If she's averaging 21 and a half with Satu in the lineup, you got to think, again, with Bonner, her last 2 games with Bonner in the lineup, she's got 6 and 5 rebounds in 35 and 32 minutes, but she's also got 11 and 8 assists. The game before that with Bonner, she does have 8 rebounds, but again, that's no Satu in there, who's basically their leading rebounder, and no Kalia Copper grabbing weak side rebounds, and no Bonner in there. Well, I'm sorry, Bonner's in there. You see what I'm saying? So you're just adding other pieces to the pot that I think can negatively affect both her scoring and her rebounding, and I think it's going to positively affect her assists. Now, rebounding can be janky, but like I said, if you have the buffer of points in there, I couldn't talk you off of it. I wonder what it is on ESPN Bet. You might be able to get a better number on ESPN Bet. Yeah, you can get a under 22 and a half minus 135 on ESPN Bet. So shop around, and I like that better because that means she has to have 23 rebounds points and rebounds. And like I said, if you would have to, she's 14.3 and 7.3. So that's 21.6. So you round it up, that's your 22. So yeah, but I like the fact that shop around, get the best price, but the fact that it could be a blowout, and the fact that Atlanta is generally a good rebounding team overall, I'd be looking to fade 18 points and or rebounds tonight. All right. As far as tomorrow, I absolutely love this play because I put a unit on it. The under and the Seattle. Now it seems square. The Seattle and Chicago game under. Both of these teams, as of late, have been struggling to score. I got an under 161 straight, minus 112 on Bet Rivers, 160 and a half, minus 110 everywhere else. That's just fine. But I really like the under tomorrow. We shall see what could go wrong. Now, if we just look at a few trends, we want to start with the trends. Overall, Chicago, two of their last 5 games have gone under and one is pushed. All right. But their totals have been sneaking around 160 to 159 for most of those totals. If you look at Seattle, 4 of their last 5 games have gone under. Okay. And all of those games have been at home for whatever that's worth. So now they're going on the road. You would think possibly could be a little tougher to score. But Seattle is also a team in flux right now. So Seattle, obviously, they just lost to Dallas. No Skylar Diggins, but I don't tend to think she helps too much. I think that her disposition is not something that's going to get the team back on track because doesn't have an even kill. She's too emotional. So if things going bad, she's throwing a tantrum on the floor. It's not really helping. All right. So yeah, they just lost to Dallas. Before that, they got some get back on Golden State. Salute. But they weren't impressive in that game. They only scored 67 in that game. 67 to 58, they won that game. The game they just lost to Dallas, they only scored 63. This Dallas defense, which is awful, held them to 63. All right. They lost to Washington before that. They only scored 69 in that game. They're not even scoring 70 in the last 3 games. They haven't scored 70 points. And these are against, you know what I'm saying? Washington, decent defense. Golden State, pretty good defense. Dallas, awful defense. And then the 2 games against Connecticut, we know they struggled there. Now, and first off, one of those games went super under with a whopping 144 total. It went under the 157. And then the other game went way over with a whopping 176. That was in Connecticut. And they lost that game. Then they got some get back. So long story short, they've lost 3 of their last 5. They're struggling to score. You look at Chicago, 49 points and 68 points their last 2 games. Whether or not Ariel Atkins is in doesn't bother me now. If Ariel Atkins is ruled in, I think that the line may go up. The total may go up a point, maybe 2 points. So, but I think that this total can end today. Like I think I could wake up tomorrow before Ariel Atkins news and this total be at 157. So I took my chance now at 158. And I'll get into that a little more in a second. But so yeah, there are the trends. Both of these teams are struggling to score. Minnesota, we saw them put up 68, which is nasty because I told you guys I loved the Chicago team total yesterday. And it sure looked like they were going to at least get that until what can happen in the W. All it takes is 1 quarter. I think the Liberty had like an 8-point quarter last night or something. All it literally takes is 1 quarter just to kill anything. And if you don't got the horses to come back like the Liberty, good luck covering that team total. So yeah, both of these teams struggling to score. But if you look at them, if you just go a little deeper in the last 5 games of what these teams been doing, it's truly nasty. Both of these teams, as far as pace, the last 5 games, the Storm is last in the league in pace, and the Sky is 10th in the league out of 13 teams. All right. Terrible teams. I mean, terrible pace from each of these teams. Or maybe you just want to say it's a deliberate pace. You know, maybe you want to say it's a deliberate pace. That's fine. True shooting percentage. All right. So, you know, just their ability to make shots. The Storm, last in the league over the last 5 games. The Sky, 3rd to last. So 11th in the league over the last 5 games. No bueno. Effective field goal percentage, basically the same thing. The Storm, last in the league over the last 5 games. The Chicago Sky, 10th. Neither of these teams are able to score. So maybe they can get something off the glass and get a few easy buckets. Well, no surprise, Chicago, 2nd in the league, offensive rebound percentage. But as we know, shout out to Queen Angel, but the rebounds don't always result in points. Hence the term rebounds. So you can get offensive rebounds all you want. That don't mean that you're getting additional points off said rebounds. But they are number 2 in the league. The Seattle Storm, second to last in the league in the last 5 games with offensive rebounding percentage. So they're not even getting second chance baskets. So I don't know how the hell they're going to score. I don't know. Assist to turnover ratio. Are they going to turn it over? Can they dime it? Well, of course, Chicago is absolutely last in that. That's kind of what happens when you got Angel running point. She makes some good passes, but she's also not a pure point guard and struggling to learn the position. Maybe in a few years she'll be like AT, but she's still struggling to learn the position. So yeah, of course, Chicago is dead last in assist to turnover ratio. In Seattle, middle of the pack. Skylar Diggins, Gabby Williams would help that. Defensive rating. Chicago last. Seattle third. So we get a little help. Chicago's not playing much defense, but don't look like they need to be playing much defense because Seattle's been absolutely trashed, the worst offensive team in the league over the last 5 games. So it doesn't scare me that Chicago's not playing good defense the last 5 games. And on the other end, Seattle, that's one thing they are doing well in the last 5 games. They're third in the league in defensive rating, but obviously offensive rating. And we'll end it here. Each of these teams, bottom 2 in offensive rating the last 5 games. It's not like we have a total of 156, 155, 153. We don't have a total, in my opinion, that reflects how bad these teams have been offensively. You add that with the W's penchant for just having one bad quarter. All you need is one bad quarter from one team, let alone a couple teams to come out slow and have like a 17 to 15 quarter. And now all of a sudden you're tracking for 140 points in the game. So I played the under 161. I really like it. If I was super, super, super confident in totals, then I probably would have went crazy and played it for 2 units, maybe even 3 units, but is what it is. All right. So that's that, man. I'll give you guys my blunt money bets. I have 2 so far. Not gonna be much. I'm gonna have 1 live blunt money bet, most likely. Maybe 2, but most likely 1 live blunt money bet. And I'm gonna have my 5-day 5K challenge along with these 2. Unfortunately, I can't give you guys step 1, so be on the lookout on the timeline. But I can't give you guys my step 1 right now because I haven't cooked it up. I'm waiting for alt line and maybe some Bree Jones. Some Brittany Griner news. I haven't discussed Alicia Gray rebounds yet because it could be a trap today. Not enough for me not to have played them in any capacity, which I'm about to share with you guys right now. They were played, but I didn't take them as a straight bet. I'm cool, but I will throw them on 2 blunt money bets, which they are on. All right. Might even throw them on the 5-day 5K. Who knows? But it's only so much. I mean, I like a lot, but it's only so much I can play. I do like a lot, but it's only 1 game. All right. As far as the blunt money bets, 10th of a unit on this plus 1,300 DraftKings. Alicia Gray, 8 rebounds. Alicia Gray, 2 threes. Alyssa Thomas, 10 assists. Alyssa Thomas, under 7.5 rebounds, plus 1,300. Again, Alicia Gray, 8 rebounds and 2 threes. Alyssa Thomas, under 8 assists, over 9.5 assists. I already told you guys I love Alyssa Thomas assists. I already told y'all I don't like her rebounds. Alicia Gray is shooting the leather off the ball. I think she had maybe 5 threes last night, 3, 4, 5 threes. She's shooting the leather off the ball. Only need her to hit 2. And she's got 8 rebounds every game this season. She's played without Ryan Howard. Don't think she has a strong chance of getting it tonight, but only played it for 0.11 units. So give it a shot. And last but not least, I took this on ESPN Bet, used my boost on this. Alyssa Thomas under 15.5 points. Jordan Canada under 13.5 points. Alicia Gray, 6 rebounds in the Phoenix money line. All of those have already been explained why I like them, except for Jordan Canada under 13.5 points. So y'all know the vibes. JC system. I was going to play this live yesterday, but I just put it on a blunt money bet. But you know, the Kelsey Plum system headed into the 4th and the Jordan Canada system at halftime. If she has 8 points or 6 points, like the way they got her point prop set up at this 12.5, 13.5, they're assuming that she's going to score 6 to 7 points per half, and she's just not that type of player. Could it happen? Yes. But if she's not getting calls like she was begging to get last night, when she was just flinging the ball up, running into people, throwing it off the top of the glass, and whining at the ref because she wasn't getting a call, refs looking at her like, nah. If she's not getting to the line and she's not hitting threes, Jordan Canada's not going to score. Just is what it is. Unless you're going against a team that can't defend at all, and that's not well rested, where she's just going to get that ball on the break and just push it. With Natasha Mack, Alyssa Thomas back, I don't think that's going to be the case tonight. So I do like her under her points. Also, her 4.5 rebounds are just too much. The rent's too high. The rent's just too damn high. 4.5. And I told y'all with Jordan Canada yesterday, the PRA, the rent was too high. I told y'all that yesterday. I just didn't take the under. I would definitely take the under. PRA today. It's sitting out there still at 24.5. The rent is too damn high. I'm telling y'all right now. Could she have a big game? Yeah, but that's not what she does. And if she not getting assists, oh man, she better hit 4 or 5 threes if she gonna cover her point spread, especially let alone PRA. And she will. She's a strong rebounder, but by a strong rebounder, you can expect 3 to 5 a game, 5 being tops. So her line sitting out there at 4.5 in a game that could be a blowout against a team that's pretty good rebounding team in Phoenix. I don't know what the numbers say. I just know AT's a decent rebounder. DeWanda Bonner's a decent rebounder. Kalia Copperfield-Guard's a decent rebounder. And Satu's a really good rebounder for her position. Natasha Mack's a good rebounder at center. They got Kalani Brown coming off the bench. So I don't know. Maybe they rank 10th in the league in rebounds, but the roster don't say that. So, yeah, I would lean JC points and rebounds. I already gave out her points and rebounds in the court, but it's moved. That 17.5 was like, oh no. And I couldn't get it on ESPN Bet. I wonder if I can get it now. Because if you want to play unders, you want to go to ESPN Bet. That's where it's at. And like I said, I couldn't talk you off a player in Jordan Canada under her PRA, but I just wanted to focus on her rebounds and mostly her points because she can get crazy with the assists. We already know that. And we don't want to put too much of a narrative into this game because, yeah, they don't even have points and rebounds available for this game. We don't want to put too much of a narratives into this game because that's how you get in trouble. Oh, it's going to be a blowout. Oh, back-to-back. Oh. And then, we sitting out here with a 98-92 game with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And it's like, dang, I should have done all of this. So we're just going to use common sense what we think should happen on a back-to-back against a team that's fully healthy. Going against a team that's struggling with health on a back-to-back, coming off a loss on the road. We know what generally that means, but we don't want to put too much of a narrative behind that. So all my plays aren't really based on the fact that I think it's going to be a blowout. Like I said, I just think Alyssa Thomas doesn't need to score, whether it's a high. Now, obviously, if they score 98 points, then she's probably going to have 20 of those points, but I don't think it's going to be that type of game. I don't think she's needed. JC, same thing. I just think the line's a little too high with Jordan Canada. And I couldn't talk you off Alicia Gray. It's just time for me to sit out a hand. I don't really like those guys in blackjack. That's like in and out. Like, stay in or you in or out. But sometimes you just feel like you're getting smacked. Just sit out a hand for Alyssa. I'll get back, next game. Once you get a day or two of rest, no matter what matchup it is, go ahead and get, 5 or 6 rebounds today. That line opened up at 5.5. We rock with it again. Glad you. All right, man. So that's that. Just to run that blow money back again, Alyssa Thomas under 15.5 points and the some money line. Jordan Canada under her 13.5 points. And Alicia Gray 6 rebounds. All that plus Atlanta is Atlanta is the best rebounding team in the league, if I'm not mistaken. So glad I just played Angel double and lead 6 rebounds in Asia 20. I've been burnt too many times by the W. 3-leggers dumb down works wonders for me. Yeah. You're not lying, but I wish to talk to my 5-day 5K challenges. That's why, bro. I look, at this point, it's gonna be a lot of 2 and 3-leggers. Because I try and dumb it down, and then they like, nah, nigga, you want to dumb something down. Because Angel was acting like she was struggling to get that double-double for a little second, but she ended up getting it. I like Alicia under 3.5 assists. Prop hit 3 of the last 5, as you pointed out. Scoring is on an issue right now. Yeah, I was looking at that too. She definitely had 0, I think, last game or 1. A little tougher for her to get assists, especially if Brittany Griner's going to be out. But yeah, I couldn't talk you off that. What do you think of the spread and totals for this game? If I had to, I would bet Phoenix. I think this is the best chance that Phoenix blows them out. Well, not the best chance, but I think there's a better chance that Phoenix blows them out than Atlanta sticking around. And as far as the total, no strong feeling with the total because Atlanta can always flame out on the second end of a back-to-back. I would, if I had to, take Phoenix team total. I'm not sure what their team total is, but I will look at Phoenix's team total and see what they can do individually. You know, maybe they come out able to score. Let's see. 85.5, but they do shoot the hell out the ball. They're going to shoot a bunch of threes, and I don't think Atlanta's going to be able to stop them. So I ain't going to lie, though. 85.5 is a little more like, you think you niggas is the Liberty out here? If they not hitting 8 threes, they cooked. And what's so funny about this, it's kind of telling. They haven't covered this number. I haven't even gotten fucking close in 3 straight games. So the fact that it's at 85.5, that is kind of telling. Generally, when you see that, because they gonna know that, you know, a lot of people looking at this like, they ain't scored 80 in 3 straight games. They're not gonna score 86. Now, the 2 games before that, they scored 89 and 102, but those games were also against Dallas. Grain of salt. These last 3 games were against Minnesota and Golden State. Minnesota might be the best defensive team in the league. Got to be top 3, you would think. And we know Golden State likes to play very slow. So, but if I had to, I would take Phoenix team total over. I'm not in a rush to take the over total for the game. That's how I feel. All right, though, man. Short and sweet stream. Gave y'all one for tomorrow. Start capping for the games tomorrow. Nice slate tomorrow. We'll see what my girl Sophie open up at. Sophie ready to be a queen of the channel. It's unfortunate that niggas not doing a job. Courtney Williams. And cashing us out. And it's unfortunate that I'm not doing my job and betting her 15 every game. But if that 15 tomorrow open up at 500, which it should, or 450, I might play it. Maybe we'll get another 600. We'll see. We're going to have to be vigilant with that. But yeah, man, hit the like button on the way out. Sub to the Cap Collective Discord if you want all the plays as soon as they drop. The link is in the description of the video in the bio on my Twitter page. Greatly appreciate y'all rocking with me. Sub to the channel Blunt Money Bets. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, 1. Hit that like button on the way out. Hopefully you found the stream entertaining and informative. You know the vibes. Get this cash. We got to have it.